is
he's beating his meat. The Goat House news is back heading into week 8. Some important things to go over, but first, something even more important.
Mm-hmm.
What happened last week?
Yeah, it was a debacle here at the Goat House Studios.
Big debacle.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'm a little salty still.
I'm very salty. They didn't even let the video make its way into the airwaves.
It was up for a good 5 minutes last week.
Barely. The second you uploaded it, it wouldn't even let me.
Honestly, I upload videos and I don't even watch them. Honestly,
that's probably the way to do it.
Because I watch them so many times while putting them up,
right.
Getting them, like the news I have to actually edit, so it goes up, but it's up for a good 5 minutes and it gets taken down. I don't know. Only a select few got to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, eventually we put it up on a different site, so you guys got to see it. But
I just don't understand what was so inappropriate about last week's video. We thought we might get banned. We kind of touched on that in the video, but pants were up. No one was hanging dong. No one.
Fully clothed. Coffee in hand.
Right. There was
Nissan Rogue.
Was it that? Are we convinced that that's what it was?
We might have promoted the Nissan Rogue a little too hard. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe Nissan came after. Someone with some power.
You think it was, somebody with some power.
Mm-hmm.
You think Robbie Anderson, maybe? You think he's like, that's not me. These guys are saying it's me, and he's got the power.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he thought we were slandering his name. We weren't. We were giving him props.
Yeah, I mean, it was pure skill.
Good form.
While holding the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget that.
That's technique.
I think maybe he was insulted probably because he's like, I wouldn't have a Nissan Rogue, all right? I'd have a Lambo.
Right. Well, that would have been interesting.
The Lambo?
He's not fitting her in the Lambo like that.
How do you know?
I mean, he's not fitting her in the Lambo and.
Well, how do you know the size, the dimensions?
I'm going based off of she was
you
fully
think he's a
in
chubby
the car.
chaser or?
No. I mean, I just don't like a Lambo. All it has is the front seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you mentioned something about suicide doors too.
Right.
Last week.
Wait, is this the suicide door or is this the suicide door?
I'm not.
You're not a doors guy?
I'm not up to date on my suicide doors.
Okay. Yeah, I think this one would be easier. This one gives you more protection in terms of being seen. Even though that camera angle that was in that video, no door stopping that. They're seeing what's going on.
This is true.
They had a good aerial shot. It was the eye in the sky, as some would say. But I don't I still, like you said, we're salty here at the Goat House. We do not approve of the actions taken by a specific platform on us.
Yeah, I just kind of don't care at this point anymore. It's just we're gonna upload this to the other channel, the Goat House Plus.
Right.
So I don't really care. I mean, you can say whatever you want, like fuck, shit, cock, balls. You could say whatever you want here at this point. I don't care. Huh? If it gets taken down, then I mean that's not good again. But no. At this point, I don't even care anymore.
That's okay. I
see videos all the time that show inappropriate things, and they're not cracking down on those guys. Maybe you got to know somebody. We got to know somebody in there at YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely got to reach out to someone because that was just egregious on their behalf. I don't get it. I'll never get it. But on to the next week. Us bringing you the hard-hitting news, the breaking news. And the ice-cold facts, all right?
Did you text Dan? You're supposed to text Dan.
Oh, let me text Dan real quick.
Give him a text.
Yeah,
let him know
get the first clip up.
All right, yeah, let him know to get his ass down here. Mike Evans. Mike Evans giving out autographs to the refs. Well, you want to see the clip first, or you want to see the NFL's bullshit response? I mean, accurate response to this.
Yeah, I want to see the clip.
He wants to see the clip.
Roll the tape.
Roll the tape. Get it going. Just a quick. I mean, everyone's seen this. Go look it up if you haven't. We're gonna show it real quick. So you see, they called Mike. Somebody yelled Mike too. If you put the sound on, and it's just looking like they're getting an autograph here. I don't know.
Yeah, what's going on here?
And there's still something. Actually, I just noticed that now. Looks like the cameraman was spotted.
Yeah, because it's cut up.
Well, he was. Right there. Look at that, ref.
Oh.
He spotted him. This is good investigation work here. And, yeah, now they moved over to here. They thought they were going to get away from the camera. But, yeah, they got busted there. They got caught. But, it's looking like an autograph. But, go ahead and make this out to my grandson. His name is Jimmy. And You're his favorite player.
Tell him
There
I
you
love
go.
him very much.
Yeah. All the other players are like, you can see. I'm just spotting new things. You can see Jalen Darden, number 1 here. Watch him get a peek. Like, you see him
he
get a
definitely
peek.
took a peek.
It's like,
Yeah.
what is going on here? Is he really getting the autograph? Why doesn't he want my autograph?
This is weird.
Mike Evans dropped that wide open touchdown, and he wants his autograph. But yeah,
Give me the NFL statement now.
The
'cause
NFL
this needs some explaining.
yeah, it does need some explaining. Well, here's their explanation. And Mike Evans and side judge Jeff Lamberth both went to Texas A&M. So you got that. They went to school together. No, so I don't know if that means anything.
It's a brotherhood.
Sure. And Lamberth was getting Evans' phone number to pass it along to a golf pro to give Evans lessons, per sources. Lamberth didn't have paper, so he borrowed it from another official.
Oh, okay. This is a weird one.
Right.
This seems like
something you'd make up if a ref was getting an autograph. I don't know.
Right. You'd be like, hey, throw in as much detail as possible.
Yeah.
Tell me who the golf pro is, huh? Tell me who it is.
Yeah. So not enough detail.
Right.
But,
Give me more.
But that kind of tells us that it's BS, because if they said the golf pro, and that it would have cleared it all up, because that golf pro would have been like, yeah, we've discussed this.
Right.
But they didn't, because if they were lying and they did, that golf pro would be like, what the hell? What is this?
What's also weird is that this is not something that clearly was talked about right here in the tunnel, if that is what was going on.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty big conversation. Like, all right, I want to have golf lessons. You know a guy because you went to Texas A&M and I went to Texas A&M, like 50 years apart. You know, it just seems like a long conversation. But apparently it happened just right there. I don't know.
But that's why they got just absolutely beaten to death, was because they're over there having golf conversations.
Maybe
when you should be focused on football.
And he dropped the touchdown, start of the game, killed the momentum. But he's focused on the golf apparently.
Yeah, I hope this is true, but I also kind of don't, because both are weird. Like I just don't understand. I just really don't understand.
Yeah, it's just, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I just realize it's bullshit. It's just pure bullshit, because
Mike Evans doesn't golf.
Yeah, he doesn't golf. Come on. We better get videos, like Instagram stories or something, of him golfing
with the pro
in the off season or something.
Put him in the match that they do every year.
But he needed the guy's phone number so he could pass it along to a golf pro.
Wait, the ref needed Mike's number?
The ref needed Mike's number. It doesn't make any sense.
So wait, Mike Evans
needs lessons.
I'm pretty sure Mike Evans could just reach out to any golf pro and he would get lessons. So I don't know what kind of instructor this official knows, but this is weird. This has just BS written all over it. I'm getting just vibes like the Myles Garrett car crash. Like, you know what I mean? This is just bogus.
Mike Evans needs lessons, so he's giving a ref his phone number, but Mike Evans just was going into the tunnel. Like, he was leaving, and they called Mike, and then it just doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense.
This is a bullshit excuse.
It's definitely not true. You heard it here first at the Goat House.
100% not true.
Not true.
This video is probably getting taken down by the NFL themselves because we said that, but it's all right.
No, come on, guys. Come on. Who are we kidding here? It's not what happened. He just wanted like we said, little Jimmy wanted an autograph.
Well, here's another take. The NFL said in its statement that both Jeff Lamberth and line judge Tripp Sutter, these names, Lamberth and Tripp Sutter, have been reminded of the importance of avoiding even the appearance of what's that word? We're going to skip it.
Yeah.
I was going to say improperty, but that's
definitely say inappropriately, but both are wrong.
When interacting with the players and coaches and club staff on game day. In other words, bad look, no discipline.
This is just I hate things like this, where things are done for the optics. It makes no sense. Like,
doesn't make no sense.
if that's what's happening,
Makes no sense.
have to do it right in front of the camera. Right in front of the camera. It's like, hey, Mike, I need your phone number, dude. I'll pass it along. Get you some good golf lessons. See ya. Have a good day.
Hey, Mike. Right in front of the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. Like, literally.
Phone number. Golf.
Come on down to Mike's golf shop.
That's what was going on.
That's the lessons he wanted.
Yeah, that's the professional. Yeah, it's
garbage.
It's garbage, but we're moving on. I mean, honestly, I don't have that much of a problem if the ref wanted an autograph. That's the best part. Like, I don't really care. Like, does that bother?
I mean, it's weird. It doesn't bother me, but it's this situation, if it's an autograph, right? This situation is just never going to look normal, especially when it's caught on camera.
Remember that year those refs like fist bumped?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could probably, if you haven't seen it, you probably look it up on YouTube, like refs fist bump. I think it was a Broncos game. It was a while ago. Yeah. But I could be way off, but I felt like No Sean Moreno scored or something like that. Maybe it was a different running back, but and then they were like, yeah.
I wonder if the refs kind of are like, because they're always in the same crew. So I wonder if it's like super competitive. That, like, a guy makes a great first down catch, he gets pumped up. So, like, somebody makes a good pass interference call. You're just like, hey, nice call, bro.
Good fucking shit.
Yeah, nice call. Way to get that flag out on time. That was really good.
I wonder if they practice that, just like whipping it out like you're drawing a gun.
So you can tell the ones that do.
Yeah.
Because there's some flag tosses that are just absolutely launched and in the play. If you're the ones that get thrown into the middle of the play, just throw it. You could drop it for
They're thinking about TV. They're thinking about the camera. They're like, this is my moment. I need to get my flag. It's got my name on it. Right. I don't know if that's true. It needs to cross the camera's view. That's not really that big of a view, I suppose, unless it's zoomed out. But usually when the play is going on, you just get a little zoom in towards the end of the play when most flags happen. So there's not much room to get it, and they're doing a pretty good job at that.
How heavy is the flag? Because it's sand, right? What is that? What is it weighed down with?
Yeah.
What's in that little ball?
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit of sand in there. I don't know.
You could probably launch that thing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that some refs try to show off the cannon. The same with, like, in baseball, you'll see like an umpire have like a obnoxious strike 3 call, and you're saying, all right, dude, chill. Just say strike 3. He's out. We get it. Like, some refs come in there and they try to make a statement. It's like, hey, check out my arm. I'm trying to get a contract. I can play quarterback.
I can throw it over those mountains over there. I can throw it out of the stadium. I'm not going to do it.
I want to see a ref just launch it straight up in the air. Just launch that thing. Man.
Yeah, what about the ref that it's not the flag, but actually making the call, like he'd be holding, and he whips his arm over?
Jerome Booger.
Booger?
It's always one of these, like, it's like holding, and he, like, does a little fake out, too, like, defense. You're just like, all right, calm down, dude.
I'm waiting for a player to walk right. If I was a player, I'd purposely do it and then flop.
Oh, yeah. Try to get a flag on that.
Yeah.
Would they call
I would
flag?
carry a flag with me. You're out of here.
That should be a touchdown celebration. Throw a flag on yourself.
What would happen if you have a player scored? I can't believe that hasn't happened.
You would get flagged, I would guess. It's like impersonating an officer.
Yeah, but is it in the rule book?
There has to be something with props, because we haven't seen props in a touchdown celebration in a long time, and I think that would classify as prop.
With Joe Horn pulled out the Sharpie.
Who pulled out the cell phone? Was it T.O. or Ocho Cinco? Someone pulled out a cell phone. It was like under the little pad that's on the goalpost, and they just pulled out a phone.
Made a phone call real quick.
I don't know if that phone was even had service or not.
That's a lame celebration. That's pretty bad.
That was back in the flip phone days too.
Yeah.
He just came out. Actually, flip phones are making a comeback, but
they are making a comeback. Mm-hmm. What do we got next? We got Aaron Rodgers news. Let me read the quote from Aaron Rodgers after another loss, this time to the Commanders. Here's the quote. Guys who are making too many mistakes shouldn't be playing. Got to start cutting some reps. He said this on the McAfee show. Pat McAfee, he's always on the show. Guys who are making too many mistakes shouldn't be playing. Got to start cutting some reps. And you can read his lips. Of course, I could. I'm a professional. During the game. And at one point he said, what the fuck are we doing? That's what he said. Like something, it was bad play. He's like, what the F are we doing here?
I mean, I I just don't understand the Packers organization. I just don't know how you can just constantly not – like you have a small window here with Aaron Rodgers. Make the dude happy for a couple years until he retires. Help him. Help him. How can you expect to win football games when like?
So you're on Rodgers' side here?
I mean, I'm all for it. Like best man should be playing. I think that no position on any team should ever just be given to you because you're who the coach likes. I think it should be the guy who's clearly earned his spot. Like that's what always bothers me about when a team will draft a young quarterback and they say it's going to be an open competition in camp, and the rookie clearly outcompetes the veteran, but somehow the veteran is the guy.
It's the guy.
And as a Bears fan, seen this quite a bit. But
quite a bit. Might be seeing it next year. They'll bring in somebody that Fields.
Whoa.
But Fields would be the guy then. He'd be the guy. He's the veteran.
Right. And as long as, again, if even as a Bears fan, if Trevor Siemian is just outballing Justin Fields in practice, he should be playing. That's the bottom line, is whoever. Like you even saw the Bears game last night or 2 nights ago, however we're going to do this, 2 nights ago.
Sure.
You saw that Montgomery wasn't getting anywhere. They brought in Herbert. Herbert was making some noise.
He got some.
He did.
He got some.
He break the cage, and he get this.
He get this.
I think, and they clearly noticed that, all right, Herbert is clearly the better running back this game, so let's just give him more reps. And, like, that's how it should be every position, every team.
Go with the hot hand.
Every time.
Yeah, the Packers don't have that guy at the receiver position, though.
Right.
I don't know. I think Rodgers will – I mean, he's got point, but I think he's a little too much. You know, I mean, the camera's always on him, but he's constantly rolling his eyes or like, what are we doing? And, you know, things like that. And was the quote, guys who are making too many mistakes shouldn't be playing. Got to start cutting some reps. The last part's the best part. Got to start cutting some reps.
True.
It just sounds like he's the coach. Like, we're going to start
He pretty much is the coach.
We're going to cut. We're going to start cutting some reps.
Yeah. I mean, he has like that Brady – whoa. That Brady effect
Nobody
where
noticed. Nobody noticed.
Good. So he has like that Brady effect where he kind of has more say than the coach. I honestly feel like there's some players that will get that, and rightfully so. They've earned it. And I think that he clearly knows what he's doing. He clearly knows talented receivers when he sees them. But and he's being dead on it. Like it's true. Like his receivers suck. There's people on that team that are making mistakes. There are people on that team that are dropping balls. Like, it just should not happen.
Catch the ball.
That's what you're paid to do. As a receiver, you're paid to catch the ball. Catch the ball. If it's catchable. Obviously, if it's catchable. But, I don't know. I don't like you said, I don't like how ever since the whole COVID stuff with Rodgers, he's just been nonstop, hey, everyone, listen to me. Listen to me. But it's, like you said, like you also said, they're putting the camera on him. That's what's going to happen. The loudest bark is going to be the one that's heard. You know what I'm saying? So,
sure.
Yeah. I mean, I just.
Hey, what do you think they put in the bug juice?
That's a good question. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, I just thought of it now.
It can't be bugs, right?
No,
it can't be. It can't be.
No way, man.
It just can't be.
What do we got next? The Titan Stadium. It looks like Top Golf.
I mean, are they gonna have some golf bays up there? That'd be sweet.
I mean, it's not done yet. They didn't build it overnight. Right. All right, relax. Okay. Right. So take your time. Deciding on if this is a nice stadium or not, if you like it or not. But this is the mock-up here, and it's kind of cool. At first, I'm like, ooh, it's something modern, something different, and I'm like, wait. It's looking like Top Golf a little bit.
It's the same exact like.
It is Top. it's Top Golf.
Yeah, they literally.
Is that what you just said?
I was gonna say it's lit up like Top Golf.
Oh, they said it was lit.
No, I would never use that kind of.
I would have ended the episode right now.
Yeah, right. I would never use that kind of terminology. I know better, but it looks like somebody took a Google image of Top Golf and just photoshopped Tennessee over it.
Yeah.
Like
and maybe put a little graphic of Titans players in there.
They're just like, hey, how about we take this golf decal over here and just put a helmet?
Ooh, good
genius.
Good thinking. Somebody there doesn't have their appendix.
Yeah, because I mean, actually, whoa, hey. Yeah, I mean, I like these new stadiums that are popping up everywhere, but this is a weird one. I'm sure it's going to look cool when it's done.
I'm thinking it's going to look like Top Golf. I don't know.
I mean, why don't they make a stadium that can double as a Top Golf?
All right. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
Let's make sure you're paying attention. Go ahead.
I didn't know what you said.
No, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
You're going to have to say that again.
No, we're
You
good.
threw me off there.
I was saying that what if there was a stadium that was also Top Golf, so when the season's not going, they can still make some money.
Yeah, it's good. I forgot what I was going to say now. Okay, yeah.
All right, let me hear it.
First game. We know Pete's going to be down to go. Pete's a Titans guy. We're going.
I'm in.
And we're bringing our clubs.
Try to walk in the front door with our clubs. It's like I have Bay 3 reserved.
all of us, the whole Goat House crew, we all got it. We're strapped up with our clubs. We're in golf attire, visors,
Titleist
We're
visor.
Yeah, we got the golf cleats on.
Pete's in just full Titans like gear. No, like pads and everything.
Yeah, eye black, all of it. We'll give them a cup check with the driver, one of our drivers, as we're walking in. You think they would let us walk in with the clubs?
No shot.
I'm thinking no. I don't know.
We wouldn't make it past the metal detector.
Yeah, but it would be good. It'd be. I think we would get it. You think they would laugh? Anybody working security? I think we would get them with that.
It all depends that if like the actual building looks like this mock-up of the building.
Well, yeah, if it looks like Top Golf. Yeah, they would.
I think that it'd be funny if we just walk in there, or we just call them, and we try to make reservations every week. Every single week we call them, because they definitely have a number, right? We can call a stadium.
Yeah.
So we just act like it's Top Golf, and I'll do it. I'll do it. When this stadium opens, I will call them every week. We'll record it, and I'll ask them
just
to
call them live while we're recording picks.
And I'll ask them to reserve a bay.
Every time we get to the Titans game for the picks, you call them up.
And I'll say, hey, I got a party of 5 coming in here. Can I get a bay on the top level, please?
Yeah.
I'm all for new stadiums.
It looks nice, but it looks like Top Golf at the same time.
Right.
We're all in agreement.
I mean, you got to call it for what it is, right?
Right.
It's Top Golf.
All right. Well, okay. We got Frank Clark. Frank Clark today or yesterday. I don't know. I'm losing track of my days.
Time machine.
Suspended 2 games, and this is for his arrest in 2021. Had an Uzi on him. Had a little Uzi Vert on him. He was carrying it with him. 2021, arrested. Everything got resolved. He's good to go. It got resolved this past September. So now here we are, end of October, week 8. They got a bye, so he's going to be suspended for week 9 and week 10. Suspended.
This makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Like,
I'm glad you're on the same page.
I understand, like, what he did is a crime, but suspend him at the time of the crime.
Well, yeah, that seems to be a thing. Like lately, all of a sudden, it like used to be like that, right? Like the guys used to get arrested, and it's almost like weeks later. It's like, all right, we're gonna have to suspend the guy,
right?
Or if it happens during season, it's just a day or 2 later. But then they kind of started doing, let's let the legal system play out, let's let the judge decide, and I kind of understand that. Like it's just kind of weird how they just stop one thing and start to do that. It's weird how they just switch that, but I kind of understand at the same time. But apparently it got resolved in September, and here we are weeks or more than a month later, and we're just going to suspend him now. It's just like,
it's a 2-week suspension.
Yeah, 2-week suspension. It's like they're punishing the Chiefs more than anything here. I mean, Frank Clark too, obviously, but it's like, here's a surprise 2-game suspension. It's like, I don't know. Like when a guy gets arrested before, it was like, oh shit, our guy got arrested. He's about to get suspended. But all right, what's game plan for without him? Let's pick this guy up here. Right. Season's about to start, wherever it is. Now it's like the Chiefs. He got arrested in 2021, and they're probably like, all right, he's getting away with this. Or maybe they're like, all right, he might get suspended, but when's it going to happen? Or they're probably going to bed at night. The owner's like, when is this guy going to get suspended? He can't sleep because he's trying to figure it out. When is Frank Clark going to get suspended? If he was suspended already, he would have been out for that 49ers game last week, which he had a monster game. He had a monster game against it. So, I mean, I think it's got to upset everyone. A team like the 49ers, should he have been suspended already? Or the teams that the Chiefs played to open up the season, we should have played a Frank Clark less Chiefs, So I think it's just messing with everybody with this surprise suspension. I think there should be it's hard for me to say it because we're getting serious right now. This is dead serious.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to say all this because he did commit a crime. I don't know why he's carrying an Uzi on him and whatever, but I kind of lost my train of thought there. But
that's okay. That's okay.
But I think there should be I got it. It's back.
Yep,
It's back. I think there should be a deadline for when the NFL can suspend guys. I don't know if they can just keep jerking guys around here, just waiting.
What they should do is, I'm all for when they say we're going to let the legal process take its course.
Right.
But it should be the day that finishes. It's like a 2-week span when they can decide to discipline them. It's none of this month later, 2 months later. God only knows the file that the NFL has on other guys that were arrested that they're just licking their chops waiting to suspend.
Kamara during the Pro Bowl trip last year got suspended, and everyone was expecting him to be suspended for the first 4 or so games this year, but then all of a sudden they're we're going to let the legal system play out, so there's going to be a surprise Kamara suspension at some point. This is a lot later than I don't think it's even resolved yet, but is it going to come? It's just ridiculous.
They need, like you said, they need to just set a deadline on when they finalize things legally that they are going to act on, and if they just don't do it, okay. I'd be better. I would be way better off because I want the NFL to have some structure from the top. So if you guys have a dead set process on how you guys are going to handle arrests or things like that, do it. Be consistent.
Yeah. So they waited over a month after it was resolved. So when Kamara's example gets resolved, is it going to be a month after? Is it going to be right then and there? Are they going to wait until next year? Are they going to?
It's ridiculous.
It's just they're kind of picking and choosing based on. It's just gonna make people feel it's sketchy. They're gonna question some things. I mean, you can argue both sides. You can argue maybe they helped the Chiefs. They got to a certain point. Now they're on the bye week. They're going to suspend them for the 2 games after the bye week, so they have time during the bye week to kind of figure out what they're going to do without Frank Clark. So people can argue it either way. It's unfair either way on if it's positive or negative for the team. It's just there's got to be a certain time frame when they got to do this stuff because it looks a little sketchy. I don't know. It looks a little bit sketchy.
What if they just come to the player and they're just all right, dude? You got a 2-week suspension coming your way. You choose when you want it.
When do you want it?
When you
I don't know
want
if you can do that though.
When you want it.
If I was on the Chiefs, it'd probably be last 2 games of the year when maybe they're resting their starters anyways.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave it up to the player.
What if it was playoffs? Suspend me in the playoffs.
No one's gonna do that.
I don't get paid in the playoffs, man.
No one's gonna do that. Not with the bonuses that they're handing out.
Yeah.
Why are you carrying an Uzi, dude?
That's that too. What do we got next? All right, just real quick. Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi?
It's Mac Jones, dude.
He's the guy?
He's the guy.
You're not feeling the Zappi mania?
I think that there are a lot of teams in the NFL that at one point in your franchise you had a backup quarterback that has came in and maybe lit the world on fire for a few weeks and everyone gets all excited.
Right.
But at the end of the day, he's not the guy. This is not. I know this sounds like I'm contradicting what I said earlier that the best guy should play, but Bailey Zappi is not the better quarterback here.
Okay.
Sure, he's had a couple good weeks. He's been better for these couple weeks, but we saw this with Fitzpatrick. Even he comes in, Fitzmagic. He has a whole name. There's all this stuff behind it, but at the end of the day, what did he ever really do? Not much. Not much. He got chances to start for teams, but never really did much. Every team will have a situation at some point where a backup comes in, gets you a little, he plays a little frisky,
gives you a little juice.
Excited. Yeah, a little juice, little bug juice action.
Right.
And then suddenly,
then he's like, shit, there's bugs in this stuff.
And then you go and you're booing your quarterback. The quarterback that brought you to the playoffs last year.
Right.
What are we doing? I don't know. I mean, I think that Mac Jones is clearly not fully healed from that ankle, but I don't know. I mean, the healthy guy should play. but I think that Zappe is not. Sure, he's talented. Sure, it's like the Cooper Rush effect.
Right.
Like, is Cooper Rush honestly better than Dak Prescott? No. The answer is no.
Oh.
He had a couple weeks, but the answer is no. It's just like, this is not comparing a situation where it's like Carson Wentz or Heineke. It's like, that's actually close. That's a close competition. But I digress.
I got to stop you.
I'm here.
You already know I got terrible bladder discipline.
No.
So I'm going to have to go get a bathroom break.
Oh, God.
And I'll be right back.
All right.
We're going to pause. All right, so would you agree with...
Did I hit the right button?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Your bladder discipline
It's
sucks.
bad. It's real bad.
Sucks.
We already know that, though. But so they started Mac Jones against the Bears. Would you agree with this? I think they should have. I agree that Mac Jones should be the guy going forward, but they should have started Bailey Zappi to start the Bears game because he was hot, because they were winning, because he was healthier.
Mm-hmm.
Agree with that?
I mean, that's something that's like, it's so hard to say because like Cooper Rush was hot and they just benched him right away. As soon as Dak was ready, he's ready.
Right.
But I don't think Mac Jones is ready. So I do agree with. I'm not saying you start Zappi because you ride the hot hand there. I say you start Mac Jones, or you don't start Mac Jones because he clearly just wasn't Mac Jones. He hasn't been all year, but I don't know. I mean, he's just not the guy. Guys, I'm sorry.
Zappi?
Yeah, he's not the guy.
He's not that guy.
No.
Not that guy. All right, what do we got next? Antonio Brown has made the news again.
Oh, my
God. So this time, let's see. Antonio Brown has been ordered to pay a moving truck driver $1.2 million after he allegedly attacked the guy nearly 3 years ago. So apparently, needed to move. Moving truck service he helps him move. He owes them $4,000, and instead of paying him the $4,000. He attacks the driver, so now he's got to pay $1.2 million. So $4,000, $1.2 million, that's where he's at now.
What's wrong with this guy?
This was 3 years ago.
Right on time.
So this right on time for what?
Discipline. I just don't understand how long. Like, this is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take 3 years to figure out.
Really?
Shouldn't.
So if he was in the NFL still,
he'd be suspended in 2 years.
2 years from now.
Yeah.
3 years ago this happened.
Right.
2 years. So the longer it is, the longer the NFL takes to decide. Okay,
Right.
I got it. But luckily he's not in the NFL anymore. So yeah, but he's still up to. Well, I mean it was 3 years ago, so he was in the NFL then.
I really don't like Antonio Brown. I mean, I'll say it. I mean, he's great talent-wise. He's great. But this guy just is an idiot. Bottom line, he's an idiot.
He's just
something
donkey
is wrong.
brains.
Just something is wrong. He needs to get help.
I think we already went over the CTE stuff with him.
It's deeper than that.
It's deeper?
He needs help. Like, something is wrong. There's a disconnect somewhere. Like, I don't think someone could be how he is and be normal upstairs. You know what I mean? He's not normal. Something's wrong. And we're going to keep pretending that, oh, it's just Antonio Brown being Antonio Brown. No, guys.
Goofy.
Yeah. Something's wrong with him.
Silly guy.
Something's wrong. It's bad. What is it going to take?
He's doing like promos or like ads for like some betting app that I've never heard of.
Of course.
Is that a good move though? Is that like if you because you got all these, you got Barstool, you got PointsBet, you got. I'm sick of seeing PointsBet commercial. The guy on the toilet.
Oh my God! Dude, the toilet paper is the wrong way.
Is it?
It's the wrong
I
way.
That.
I can't I see it every time.
You see it?
The toilet paper roll goes over, guys.
Some people like the
if you do it under, you're
a psychopath.
Disgusting.
You're probably
you're disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
It's wrong. It's just wrong. But
jail,
please, jail. I don't know what fixes Antonio Brown. Can Aaron Rodgers give him some of the cuckoo juice? Like, can we do that for him?
Bug juice?
That's the bug juice.
Is it a good move with the betting? to get Antonio Brown.
It's a good move when you're unemployed to find things that make you money. Yes. That's all I'm going to say about that. This guy will never play another down in the NFL.
No, a good move by the point.
Oh, yeah. By the company. They're talking about him.
Yeah,
I'm saying, make your money, dude, because you have all these lawsuits.
Yeah, the
God
betting
only
app.
knows.
You think it's a good move? They got to get noticed. At first, I was like, what the hell are they doing getting Antonio Brown? But like I was saying, you got all these. You got the points bet. You got all these other different apps that we hear about every single day.
Yep.
We got to watch the guy in the fucking toilet seat with the paper, the
under roll.
Toilet paper, and I'm getting off topic again. I forgot what I was talking about.
If it's a good move by the company.
You gotta get noticed somehow, right?
I mean, that'll get you noticed, but then for me as the consumer,
right,
I'm gonna be like, no, I could relate to the guy in the toilet. I can't relate to doo-doo brains. Like I just can't. Like
that's a good point, because why would I want to bet on a site where doo-doo brains bets on?
And I hate these these like gambling and betting commercials that have people that are like millionaires on them. It's like, if you're trying to relate to the general public, do something simple. PointsBet's got it right in that sense.
Just
it's annoying.
Schmuck on the toilet.
Right, some random Joe Schmo on the toilet. Right? it's just like, be relatable. Be relatable.
And then you got one with Jamie Foxx.
Not relatable.
No.
Everything is like the Caesars. It's like, it's the dumbest thing in the world. I cannot stand.
So PointsBet's doing it for you.
They're doing it.
But they got the toilet paper going the wrong way.
But in terms of the content of their commercials, they're doing it the most right. I mean, but then it's a double standard, because last year we had to deal with PointsBet doing the whole Drew Brees thing.
Like, I still see those.
He's talking about how like they can't go to space because he's not that rich. Like, and you have 3 Joe Schmoes that actually can't go to space. Drew Brees can go to space if he wanted to.
Drew Brees will do whatever the fuck he wants.
He can send all 4 of them to space and still have money left over. So, like, be relatable. Like this, like that commercial is relatable. Take out Drew Brees. I don't get it. It's weird. I'm
weird,
done
man.
with
it's
these.
Weird.
I'm done with gambling just being shoved down my throat. I'm not doing it. All right, I'm not doing it.
I like the people that think they're always going to make like so much money gambling.
It's like, oh man, I do the parlay. I can make some $1,000. Did you win it? No. All right, shut up. Shut up. With how rare it is when you see those like tickets, or like the guys that put up their bet that they won. It's so rare. And don't just tell me
you
what
think
you
those
won.
are even real? I think it's just like those people putting it out there.
I think it's real, but I think it's like somebody that just pumps so much money into it, they're eventually going to win big.
I think PointsBet owes us some money for this video.
Yeah. Seriously. Man, getting Antonio Brown off the screen. I don't want to look at him anymore.
All right. Well, our last segment is, of course, America's Game of the Week. You guys voted, and you decided the Game of the Week was the Commanders at the Colts. Heineke versus Ellinger. Matt Ryan benched. He's hurt, but he's also benched.
He sucks.
He sucks. He's benched. He's hurt. Booty cheeks. Right?
Yeah.
Booty cheeks?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, yeah, he's I mean, I got to respect the Colts. Usually when guys are like, they're getting benched, they kind of, teams make up that they're hurt. This guy's actually is I don't know if he actually is, but they're like, oh, let's make this clear. We're benching him. So I kind of respect that.
Yep.
A little bit.
Right. And a couple weeks ago, I talked about the Colts. And I talked about how I hate that the Colts continue to do this veteran QB thing that just clearly isn't getting you anywhere and clearly not working. And that they need to just throw a young guy in there, give him a chance. I'm all for this.
You're all for it?
Give him a chance. You guys suck anyway. Give him a chance. What if he lights it up? What if he lights it up? You'll never know playing Matt Ryan. What is Matt Ryan going to do for you 2-3 years down the road? No, he's going to be gone. I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Ryan's not even on the roster next year.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the toilet in PointsBet commercials.
Right. He's next. Oh, my God. He's going to be the next one that gets a broadcasting deal. And I don't want to hear that.
No? Sick of it?
Sick of it.
Yeah. This is the only bad thing, what you said. Like, give the young guy a shot. What if he lights it up? That's what you said. What if he lights it up? So what if Ellinger lights it up so well that the Colts are like, yep, he's our guy in the future, and then I can just see him kind of being bad after that.
It's got to be consistent. Like, there's a lot of young guys that come in. Like, take the Zappy situation, for example. Like, yes, he was winning games and stuff, but he never really did anything that blew you out of the water. Like if somebody comes in and he's making plays that are like superstar type plays, then you have a chance. Then you see what he can do. Then you build an offense around him, see what he can do. Like this is another situation where it's Matt Ryan's not cutting it. Not cutting it at all. They're better off giving the young guy a shot. And it's if he's good, he's good. Like you got to see. You'll never know. And he's got to show flashes. Even if he wins games, but he wins them in zappy fashion, that's not telling you he's the future. No, he's got to show you the money. You know what I mean? Like he has to have some plays that you're just like, wow, that was a throw, that was a scramble, that was a whatever it may be. But I'm all for it. Their season's done. They're terrible.
The Colts?
They're done.
They're done?
They're done. They're not going anywhere.
Okay.
They're not going anywhere. Give the young guy a shot. And I mean,
give the poor kid a chance.
Right. You'll never know.
I mean, Heineke last week, he got the shot and he did it. He beat the Packers. So now it's Ellinger's shot against Heineke.
Heineke is like, sure, he may not be the guy, but he has had plays where he has wowed you. Like he had that scramble against the Bucks, was it a year or two ago in the playoffs, where he like dove for the pylon, and you're just like, oh my God, this dude's an animal. Like that's not a play that just like a Zappy's going to make for you. It's just not going to happen. You need to you got to show something for them to give you a shot.
Yep.
I'll ride that to the ground.
Yeah, I think he covered it all there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking forward to Heineke versus Ellinger. America's game of the week.
Yeah, I mean, here's a weird one. Do you ever think about how, like, the water bottle guy?
On the sideline?
Or Gale that comes out and timeouts, or on the sideline. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
How do they know when to stop? I've wondered this all the time. How do they know when to stop giving you the water? Do they watch your mouth to see when it fills up?
Good reaction.
It's always perfect because it's never like spray. He shuts his mouth, water goes everywhere. It's always clean. Like, do they have to like measure? What are they like? How do they do it?
I think it's a science.
Okay.
I think it's like I think they know this is enough water. You're done. You're fucking done. I'm walking. I've squeezed it for you. I'm walking away.
Yeah.
Drink that. You don't need any more. That's it. They're deciding how much.
So I just no. Wow. How do they do it?
It's skill.
I can't even do it when I do it to myself.
And they practice on each other.
Yeah, they have to. You're just like, all right, good. All right, good. Like, it's a talent. That is a talent. I don't understand. Ah, man, the things in the NFL, there's some things that just confuse me, man. I go out there sometimes.
So that's that's one of the top things on your mind. That and then the points bet why the toilet paper is.
Yep. You'll never unsee it now.
Yeah,
I promise
you ruined it for me. It was already ruined.
It's ruined even more.
It's ruined even more. That's for sure. But
are we ever gonna get like a time where like we can just watch football without the commercials? Like, give me a subscription where I can just watch what happens during the timeouts. Like, it's just always on the field. I don't need to see commercials.
Yeah, Amazon Prime needs to be giving us that.
I don't want every other commercial to be gambling. I don't care. I see this stuff on Twitter, block it instantly. I just say, I don't want to see, not interested in this ad. And they still somehow snake their way in to my feed. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Snakes.
It's ridiculous.
Good rants today. Good rants.
You're going to get me going. You're going to get me going.
We already got you going.
It's true. Oh, man.
But I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hopefully this doesn't get banned.
Yeah, it's probably going to get banned, actually, because
Dan's flashing me right
Dan's
now.
flashing us right now. We're done. It's off. It's going to be off the air.
Dan, nice rack.
Nice. It's a nice rack indeed, but that's it.
Yep. Dan, give us a cameo. Get in here, Dan. Hey! And that's the news.
The newsroom. The very beginning, I'm like, better text Dan. We forgot.
I texted you live on air.
Live on air. We almost forgot.
Hey, welcome.
And it took you guys just about an hour.
Hey, how about them Bears?
It's
okay.
44 minutes and 28 seconds.
Yep.
And I took a piss during the video. I paused it, took a piss.
Terrible discipline of the
Just
player.
terrible display. But that's it. Goodbye.